Hey guys, welcome to Yoga Lattes with SJ and to this indoor walking workout. This is a 20-minute low impact walking workout that you can do anywhere, anytime, and we're going to be getting a full body workout with this. So you can add some hand, wrist or ankle weights if you want to make this even more challenging. We're going to be starting by just letting the shoulders come up, releasing the shoulders down, and then just starting to march in place. So you're bending through one knee, lifting that knee up, and then lowering the foot down and coming to the other side. Keeping your core engaged and relaxing the shoulders down the back. As you draw the knee in, you're really using your core muscles to lift that knee up, and you might want to move fast with this or move a little bit slower, so really working at your own pace. Now we're starting to move from side to side, so you are stepping one foot out as you come to that side and then the other. You might bring your arms into this as well, smiling, you are doing and sweeping them back. This is so worthwhile. Keep it going. It's low impact, but you're getting so much into this, so really just working at your own pace and allowing yourself to really connect into all the muscles of the arms, connecting into the outer thighs, the inner thighs, and keep it going.
Wake me from this dream I've been in. I need to get in closer to you. I swear you might succeed. Oh baby, I've been waiting for you.
Awesome. Next time you come over to the left side, we're staying here, starting to step the right foot back and lifting the left leg up, and then stepping over to the other side and doing the same thing on the other side. So as you continue with this, I want you to make sure that you have got a soft core engagement, you've got your shoulders relaxed, and you're just lifting that leg up as high as what it feels good, so you can feel that connection of the muscles, but it doesn't need to come up really high. You're really lifting it up by using your core as well as your glutes, and just finding that length out of the hip, so the hip right out the toes. You're feeling this beautiful long line here, and keep it going. Breathing in, breathing out. You've got this. So good. Awesome, and one more. Coming back through center, just starting to side step out to the side and then coming over to the other side. So you're bending through the knee and starting to bring the inside of that knee in towards the other, and then you're stepping the foot out and then coming to the other side. Keeping this going, guys. You can move quickly with this or staying with a slower, more controlled movement from side to side, really feeling into the articulation of the foot as you place the foot down, and a few more here. Now you might even start to lift the knee up and step down and coming to the other side. So we're almost doing a little can-can here, and so you are starting to maybe bring the arms into this, or you might not. Just checking in, seeing how you're feeling. If you're feeling like you want a little bit more of an elevation into the heart to challenge yourself, you might just start to really bring the arms up even higher, just making sure you've got softness into those elbows, using your core to lift that knee and placing the foot down, coming to the other side. Beautiful work. And this time you might start to come all the way to face this side and lifting up, lowering down, and then coming to the other side. Awesome for balance, for mobility as well. Everything is getting such a good workout here and having some fun with this. So really just flowing with what feels good in your body. One more on each side, and then we are going to stay here and marching on the spot. You're starting to just march backwards and staying here, keeping it going. You can move really fast with this, or you can go a bit slower. So really working at your own pace. You are challenging yourself, but at the same time you are really tuning in. Now walking forward and coming back and coming forward, and step that front foot forward and coming back, step it back. Keep this going, having some fun here. And then you are marching in place. Keep this going, trying to make this a little bit faster. Doing awesome. And then we are going to start to step the right toes out and then the left, and you are opening the palms out, clapping the hands in front of you. You might start to find a little hop through the center to really bring this up even more. And keep this going, making sure you've got your core engaged, your shoulders are relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, you're opening those hips forward to the front of the room. And we are working, we're getting our heart rate up, we are doing all the things here. You might even bring the head to look from side to side to find a little bit of a stretch and a bit of mobility through the back of the neck. Nice work, and let's stay here. You're lifting the left knee up and the arms come up, and then stepping the toes out to the side, and then lowering the foot back down and coming to the other side. Nice, and staying here. Palms facing forward, inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale as you bring the palms to face backwards, lifting the left knee up as the arms come up, and then the right knee lifts up as the arms come up, sweeping the arms back down, almost as though you are painting a wall with those hands, so your arms are flowing, fingers are getting a nice stretch here as well. You're using your core to lift the knee and keeping that core connection as you lower the foot back down, really feeling into all four corners of the foot as you place the foot back down, so the toes come down, and then you are rolling all of the whole foot to connect back down onto your mat. Nice, finding your balance here as well, using your core, lifting up out of the pelvic floor. As you sweep the arms back, you might really connect into the back of the arms, the tricep muscles, without locking out those elbows. The shoulders are relaxed, you've got your joints relaxed, the knee joints, the elbow joints. Nice, really letting that core lift the knee up and lower the foot back down. Breathing. Finding your flow with this. We're really lifting up out of that supporting hip. So finding that nice long line all the way from the hip down to the floor, so you aren't popping the hips out to the side. Let's stay here, guys, and we are marching in place. Keeping this going. Maybe swinging those arms a little bit more, and relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face muscles and the eyes, making sure you've got that core engagement, a nice neutral pelvis. Shoulders are down and away from the ears, and keep this going. Awesome. Now you are going to step the left foot forward as you punch the left fist forward, and then coming back to the other side. So we are continuing to alternate from side to side with this, and really starting to find that connection into the arm muscles, into the biceps, the triceps, the shoulders, keeping your core engaged. So as you step one foot forward, you are punching out through that same arm as leg, and beautiful. Sweeping the arms all the way up and overhead, and then coming to the other side, circling the arms all the way up and over. So as you continue with this, you are stepping the toes out to the side, and then coming to the other side, and then doing the same thing. So we're really finding a beautiful rotation into those shoulders, and you can start to look underneath the arm as you start to bring the arms up, stepping the toes out and gazing underneath those arms as you start to find that elevation, finding that core engagement, and finding that connection of the outer thighs, the outside of that glute, on the side of that leg that's coming out. Nice work. So palms are facing in toward each other, and you might start to really move with this a little bit faster. Awesome job. Coming back through center, and you're starting to lift the left leg out to the side, and then coming back down, and then going to the other side. So you're using your outer thigh and the outside of the glute to lift the leg up, and then lowering the foot back down, keeping your core engaged and coming to the other side. As you do this, just making sure that you are not bumping the hips out, so you are keeping your hips nice and square and still, and you are really allowing yourself to come into that supporting foot and not locking out through the knee joints though, so really keeping softness into those knees. Nice. Let's come back through center and keep it going. We're going to start to step the feet out a little bit wider and then stepping the feet back in, and then starting to walk the feet out and then walking the feet back in and walking the feet out, maybe a little bit wider this time, and walking them back in, and step, step, step. Keep this going, stepping back in and keeping this going. Maybe each time you come out you might come down a little bit more, so starting to soften into those knees and almost coming down into a little squat as you start to work into this. So just making sure that you've got that length through the low back, you've got the hips opening out to the front of the room, and you've got your shoulders relaxed, tailbone is lengthened down towards the earth, and keeping this going. Breathing in, breathing out, doing so awesome. We are over halfway, you guys. You're doing amazing, and let's stay here. Facing towards the right side, you're stepping your right foot back, lifting the left leg up, and then swinging that right leg to lift up, and then stepping the foot back and left leg lifts. Keep this going. So as you do this, keeping that neutral pelvis, your core is engaged, and we are coming to the other side. So starting to step the left foot back and right leg lifts, and then sweeping that left leg forward. So making sure you're not locking out through those knee joints. You've got softness into the knees. At the same time, you are using your glute as well as your core to lift the leg, and staying here, you guys. Coming onto the balls of the feet, and you are either doing a little jog on the spot, or you can be walking on the spot, just staying high with the heels lifted and softness into those knees, breathing deeply in and fully out. So good. Keep this going. And then we are coming down to start to just lift and lower each heel. So alternating from side to side, you're lifting one heel, then the other, and then you might start to do a double pulse on each side. So pulse, pulse, and then switch, pulse, pulse, and switch. Keeping the pelvis neutral, not bumping the hips from side to side. We are just bending through one knee, then the other, finding that articulation of the foot as well. This is a really nice stretch for the toes and for the feet as well. Now starting to make this a little bit faster, just single pulsing up and down, switching. Keep this going. And we are really starting to connect here even more. Now let's step all the way out to come to toes pointing out, heels turned in, and you're lifting one leg up and then coming back through center, and then the other leg lifts up. So you are finding this nice long line out from the hips. So it is a straight line out from the hips, out the toes. And as you place the foot down, just starting to really find that lengthening of the whole side of the body. So you aren't bumping out to either side. You're keeping your hips really still here. You've got that neutral pelvis. You might start to bend through one knee as you place the foot down, and just find a lengthening up, really feeling those shoulders softening down at the same time, lifting up out of the pelvic floor. We are getting into all of the things here. Nice. And let's stay here, and you are coming all the way back through center, and then starting to bring the feet out a little bit wider and bringing the belly button back towards the spine. Shoulders are relaxed here. We're starting to circle the hips in one direction. So it's a very small circle. As you do this, I want you to make sure that you do have that core engagement, and at the same time you have got a neutral pelvis. So you aren't tucking the tailbone under, and you aren't pressing the tailbone back. Just finding a beautiful rotation here into the hips, into the waist. You can have the feet at whatever distance feels good with this, and then you can go back the other way when you're ready, starting to circle all the way in the opposite direction, using your core to guide this as well. Nice. and then coming back through center. Beautiful. And then we are starting to walk in place again. This time we're starting to have the palms facing forward, and you're lifting the arms up and then lowering the arms back down. So elbows drop down, spreading wide through the fingers. So finding a nice stretch into those fingers and just working at your own pace here. You might lift the knees up high, or you might keep them a little bit lower. This time we're starting to step the left toes out as you bring the right arm up, and then you are stepping the foot back in as you start to lower the left arm down. So we are just finding some nice coordination here as you continue with this, just starting to make sure that you have got a core engagement. You are keeping everything really strong, really steady, not locking out through those knee joints though. And you are smiling, guys, working with this. This should feel really good as well. It's a nice strengthening as well as stretching for the shoulders as well. Let's go to the other side, guys, and we are stepping the right toes out as you lift the right arm up, then bringing the foot back in, and the left arm comes up and lowering the hand down. Nice. Keeping this going. You might imagine that you are using your outer thigh, the outside of that glute, to guide the leg to come out, and then keeping that connection as you start to draw the leg back in. Also connecting into those inner thighs as well as you draw that leg back in through center. Staying here, and we're starting to just come to step out to the right, and the head comes over to the right, stepping back in and coming over to the left. So you can really have some fun with this. It doesn't need to be any particular way. It's all about just moving your body in whatever way feels really good for you, and every day is so different. So it's really important to tune in and just see what your body needs, really listening to your body by just connecting into how it feels in the moment. Nice. And then we're coming back through center, starting to step the right foot back, and you are placing the left foot forward, and then you are starting to just hold on to a wall if you want to, or if you are okay with balance, you can just stay here with the hands on the hips. We're just starting to lift and lower the back leg. So I want you to use your glute on that right side to guide this. So you're lifting up, lowering down, keeping your core engaged, a slight forward hinge, and then we're coming to the other side. Left toes come back, and it is a lift and a lower, really getting into that smile line underneath the glute here. As you start to just find that lift and lower, you are connecting in to the booty, into the glutes, and let's come all the way back down. We're coming to a forward fold, so toes are pointing forward. You can bring the feet out to about shoulder distance, or wherever feels good for you. Just folding down into a forward fold, and just finding a ragdoll of the head and neck, the arms relaxing down, everything softening, letting go of any tension out the top of the head, softness into the elbows, finding some really cleansing breaths here, in through the nose, out the nose or mouth. We're winding it down. You've done so amazing today, you guys. You should feel so proud of yourself. Well done. Such a great workout. So good for every muscle and every part of the body, as well as the mind, the brain, everything here. Then just starting to heel toe the feet in so that the arches of the feet are in together, and just staying in this forward fold, continuing to relax here. Just starting to connect into your feet, noticing balance through both soles of the feet. And maybe nodding the head yes, shaking the head no, and then rolling all the way up, drawing up from the soles of the feet and releasing the shoulders down the back. Well done, you guys. Have a great day.